Okay, how's it going? Welcome to another edition of Plastic Models by a Regular Dude. And as you can see here, I have got the entire tank and parts painted and ready for the next step, which will be to add the green camouflage color. I'm going to use green to make camouflage, and then I can start moving on towards some weathering and that type of stuff. What I did is I want to talk about the wheels a little bit and how I was able to paint these. As you can see, at least I think so, they turned out pretty good. I do not like hand painting wheels. I used to do it, but I just don't have a steady hand for it anymore. So what I did was this. I take this piece of cardboard, and why it has a notch cut out of it, I don't know, and I shan't explain, but I take this piece of cardboard and I take some wide masking tape, sticky side up, and then tape the ends down with some more masking tape so I have a sticky surface. Then I stick the wheels on, all of them at once, and then I paint them all. That way I don't have to mess with sticks and all that kind of junk. And what I did in this case, and you can do it either way, but this is the way I did it, is I sprayed the Dunkelgelb, the Vallejo Model Air, which I had very good luck with this time. Model Air's been giving me problems on some other colors, but these from this Panzer set seem to be good stuff. And I've changed the way I use it a little bit, the way I mix the paint, but I'll save that for some other time. So I paint the yellow first. Don't worry about any overspray or anything like that, because then I take another piece of tape, lay it down here, using this handy dandy cutter here. I've mentioned it before and shown it in one of my other videos, but this is a very, very handy device. I measure the size that I need, set it, do a sample cut, and basically I just poke this baby on there and spin it around and end up with some masks. And what I do is I take the discs that are cut out and I place them on top, and they sit right on top of the edge of the rim. They fit just about perfect. Then once I do that to all those on that piece of cardboard, then I can spray the rubber color. After they dry, peel it off, and that's what I have. Now I saved these strips from when I cut those discs out, because I am going to use these. I'm going to cut them, okay, and make masks so that I can mask off the rubber portion so I can spray my green camouflage. So I could have done the camo color first and then put the disc down and spray the wheel, but I wasn't sure if I was going to leave it solid yellow or if I was going to add a camouflage color, being brown or green. So that's kind of the nice thing about those templates I made. I can use both sides and it makes it a lot easier. So anyway, next step's going to be to paint, and I'll get cracking on that. I also need to begin work on the tracks. These are something, let me tell you. There's a bunch of them, and I'm not going to talk too much about them right now, but I'm going to do another portion of this video on this. So for now, I'm going to get cracking on spray the green. Hopefully I can do it because I haven't painted camouflage on a tank in probably 25 years. So hopefully I won't have too much trouble. So I'll get cracking on that. Come back shortly. Alright, the tank has been camouflaged. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but here's the turret. Used green and got it all done. It's drying. I just finished that. So next, while that's all drying and I need to move on to the next part, will be the tracks. And this is the box that the tracks come in. And as you can see here, there are a lot of pieces of track. I think the instructions called for 72 links per side, so that's what I'll do and see how they look. But here's a couple of examples here, and they're pretty clean for the most part. They have like a little mold piece right there that's easily clipped off, and then on this particular piece there's a little bit of flash, but I just snip that off like that. And there's also some pretty hefty ejector pin marks, and they're going to stay there because I'm not filling them. And they also have these weird little numbers on them. I don't know what those are for, because there's different numbers. There's 2, 4. There's no rhyme or reason to them, but they're there. So anyway, that's the parts, and that's the cleanup I'm going to do, is clip off that little tiny piece there in the middle. Some kind of mold. Maybe where it was attached to its sprue, I don't know. But I'll clip those off, clip off any flash that's present, and then I don't know if you can see, but they have little holes in the end of the tracks and pins built in. All you do is stick one side in and bend it. Let's try it this way, the other hand. That side goes in. You bend it up, snap it into place, and there you have a workable portion of track. So I've got all those to do, so I'm going to get cracking on that. Once I get all those together, I'll come back. Okay, the tracks have been put together and primed with Vallejo black primer. So both of them came out really nice. Yeah, there's a lot of links. There's 72 per side, so I've got it. I double checked. I put the running gear on the. It's not on there obviously now, but I just briefly put it on there so I could check and make sure that the appropriate length was there for track sag and so forth. And I also have about probably 1/4 of an inch of track tension that I can do, so I should be able to get the appropriate amount of sag on there. And if for some reason it's a little too long, I can always remove a link. But anyway, these are done as far as priming. Now all I have to do is start painting. I'm probably going to paint, get them rusted up and go ahead and get these weathered, and then I can start weathering the actual tank and the wheels and so forth. So I'm going to get cracking on that, and I think that'll end this video. So the next video I'm going to do, I will begin the weathering process and detail painting, getting all that done and getting close to getting this wrapped up. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching Plastic Models by a Regular Dude, and I will see you on the next one.